So welcome back to another video on Aisha's Academy, and today we're going to learn about scatter graphs, so all about the correlations. So let's go. Okay, so when it comes to these questions on scatter graphs, they're basically just graphs that show a relationship between two pieces of data. And there are three main types of relationships that can be shown on these graphs. So the first one is about to be drawn for you. And one thing I want you to note about these types of graphs is that they tend to be drawn as crosses. So if you see crosses, think, scatter graphs. So the first one drawn is positive correlation, because as one piece of data increases, so does the other. So we call this a positive correlation. And now the second one is about to be drawn. So again, all the crosses are just being plotted onto our graph. And we call this one a negative correlation. And the reason why is because as one piece of data increases, the other one is decreasing. So it's a negative correlation. The points are going down. And then this is the last one being drawn, which you wouldn't really see as often in exam situations, but you know, you get the odd exam questions. So I do want you to know about it. And this one is just basically quite easy. If you look at all the points, they're not really going in the same direction together. It's all a bit of a mess. So we call it no correlation. So we're just going to have a look at some examples of exam questions. So this is a typical scatter graph exam question, and it's asking what type of correlation is shown. Because all the points are going towards downwards, I would say this is a negative correlation. That's your 1 mark done. Then you may have a follow-up question, something like this, where it's now saying estimate the distance travelled on 1 litre of petrol. The first thing to gain your first mark, because these tend to be 2-mark questions, is draw your line of best fit. That's just a simple mark done. Then to find out your estimate, I draw a line up to the line of best fit, then across. So because it's from 1 litre of petrol, draw up from 1, then draw across, and that's giving us an estimate of 14.8 kilometres, so the answer would just be 14.8, and that's your 2 marks sorted. Example 2. So again, this is a typical scatter graph type of exam question. This time it's asking us to plot points on the graph. So I've plotted the points in green, so you notice which ones that I've drawn on that are new. And then it's now saying describe the relationship. Again, this means the same as describing the correlation or stating the type of correlation, and we can see it's negative based on this graph. Then it says estimate the value of the car. We've already drawn our line of best fit, so that's fine. So we just need to draw up and across, and that's an estimate of £6,200. So I hope you're noticing the common trend with these types of questions. So example 3. Again, another example of an exam question, except this time it wants us to write coordinates of the outlier. Outliers are points that don't really look like they're part of the graph. So I'd say it's that point out there, which is 10, 19. And remember, when you're writing coordinates, you write your x value first, then your y. Again, it wants us to write down the correlation of the other points. Because it's going up, we're going to call it a positive correlation. And then a potential follow-up question is an estimate, which we've already drawn our line of best fit. So it's just a cross and down, cross from 16.4 this time. And that's an estimate of 13 hours of sunshine in a day. Now, sometimes they like to ask these questions. So, do you think it supports what the weatherman is saying? Well, yes, because there's a positive correlation, and as the temperature was going up, so was the sunshine. So, yes. And last example for the day is example 4. And another exam question, what type of correlation does this look like? They're all going up, so I'd say it's a positive correlation. And then it's saying estimate the age of the tree. We know what to do. First thing is draw your line of best fit. Then you need to draw across from 21 centimeters till it hits the line. Draw down, and that's an estimate of 19 years. So I hope that video helped and really simplified and helped you to understand how to answer scatter graphs in exam situations. Please, please, please subscribe, share content, comment, like, everything for this channel to grow. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.